Let's get back to the main news. We saw a very strong jobs report today, much better than expected, but we want to know what the picture looks like on the ground. Who better to ask than two business owners and leaders who are actually creating these jobs? Joining us now, two members of the Job Creators Network, Michael Leven, he is Las Vegas Sands President and Chief Operating Officer, and Jim Anthony, founder and CEO of Anthony & Company, a commercial real estate development, investment, and service company in North Carolina. Gentlemen, wonderful to have you both on. I got to congratulate you guys because you were part of this numbers gain. Mike, in Vegas, what does this jobs picture reflect in terms of what you are seeing? Is it the same? Is it reflective of what you're seeing on the ground in Vegas?
Well, I think what we've seen, David, is an increase in visitation to Vegas to 2006, 2007 levels. But at the end of the day, there's still not a lot of jobs being created because those jobs just existed all this time. So I don't think we're seeing employment increases that would be indicative of what you've seen in the numbers.
That's interesting.
But we are seeing better business.
Okay, that's a very interesting point, that because of what's been happening, how the job situation has been evolving, some jobs, frankly, are not going to come back. But, Jim, let's talk about North Carolina. You are Mr. North Carolina, by the way. You're a Duke grad. You've spent most of your business career in North Carolina. You really have the roots of the thing really planted from the feet up as far as North Carolina goes. It's one of the most dynamic economies of any states in the country, but it was hit very hard during the recession, primarily because there's so many banking interests in North Carolina, in Charlotte. Has it recovered fully? Is now the time when you can say that's behind us?
I would say no. If you ask the same question about what's happening on the ground, we've got lots of college grads here. They're still looking for work. They're underemployed. And unfortunately, a lot of the jobs that are being created are actually part-time jobs that folks don't really want. They're looking for full-time jobs. Or they're full-time jobs that they don't want. They're simply stepping stones to waiting for the real job they were trained for.
Well, and Mike, actually, that is one of the discouraging factors that came out of this jobs report, is the big increase in the number of part-time workers, and also the labor participation rate remains very small compared to historic standards. But what kind of jobs, when you look at the jobs in Vegas that you're involved with, are not coming back? What kind of jobs have gone away as a result of the evolution of the economy that just are gone for good?
Well, I think what Jim said is absolutely correct. What's happening is middle management and senior management jobs are only being created as people retire. There are no new jobs coming into that sector. The jobs that are being created are part-time work, hourly wage jobs, which cannot handle the educated workforce. And what's happening in our country is we're not creating jobs for the uneducated workforce because our education system is in such trouble. So you have two basic factors. For the educated and the uneducated, neither one are going to benefit from this kind of an economic environment.
Well, Jim, let's talk about the positive then. Who are you hiring? Because I know you're always hiring folks. What kind of folks with what kind of background do you need right now?
Interestingly, I'm in the commercial real estate industry, and we are hiring people that are primarily independent contractors, so they're not actually employees. I don't know how they get plugged into these numbers, but we have been growing. Our market is, in fact, one of the hottest in the country. Our whole region is very strong. So we're hiring, but they're jobs that are typically full commission positions that are dependent on the health of the economy, which frankly is finally coming back. Commercial real estate was beat down very badly with the collapse, but we are finally seeing that pent-up demand starting to take office space, fill shopping centers, and build new communities.
Mike, are you having a similar experience with the independent contractors? You hire more people, not as full-time employees, but as independents?
Yes, I think that's absolutely correct. I mean, we don't hire a lot of contractors, but we hire a lot of part-time people in our business. And if you see Vegas's numbers, what you'll see is increased visitation, which creates a lot of extra workers at the hourly level. But many of those are part-time. We run about 6,800 full-time and about 3,500 part-time. And that's basically what we were running back in 2007 and 2006, although our profitability has not increased to the 2006, 2007 levels.
Very quick from both of you guys, a final prognosis on what the future holds. Are we going in the right direction? Will we continue to go in that direction? Mike, first to you.
Yeah, I don't think we can go in any further direction. The existence of the federal labor laws, the federal legislations, Dodd-Frank and all the rest, they are really crumbling new opportunities for existing businesses and new opportunities for non-existing businesses.
Jim, very quickly.
Strongly agreed on Dodd-Frank, crippling the availability of capital to small and large business, and regulatory environment is getting worse, not better.
Okay.
1.8 trillion of expenditures a year that's just getting flushed, trying to keep up with it.
All right, guys, we got to leave it at that. Sorry to leave on a pessimistic note. Mike Leven, Jim Anthony, good to see you both. Have a great Independence Day weekend.
Thank you, David.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.